Welcome to the good life. Welcome to the good life.
The wait is over.
Welcome to the good life.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, and welcome to the Good Life with me, Eileen. We have a great show for you this morning. We're going to get you right. We're going to get your mind right. It is Wellness Wednesday. I have Doc Griggs in the studio with me today.
Good morning. My
partner in health. And it is that time of year again. I know you are
green.
Yes, my water is green. It just has a different type of green in it this morning.
But it's minty fresh.
It is minty fresh. You know, he talks about my chlorophyll water all the time, so I decided to drink that before I got to the show today. And
it's not easy being green.
It's not easy being green. But today I have infused my water with mint, so now he has something else to talk about me today. So at least I'm fresh, right? So fresh and clean. Exactly. Oh, my goodness. We've been around each other too long. That's starting to be a little bit scary. But speaking of being around us, we have three gentlemen in the studio with us this morning. Nathaniel Dorsey, Dr. Herman Tolliver, and Darryl Bailey, the business director of Bossy Medical Solutions. And they are here because they have a grand opening. They're going to open this Monday. And guess what they're offering you all? Health benefits that will open up the community to so many things. And they're opening where? Guys, where are you opening?
New Orleans East.
The what?
New Orleans East.
Say it one more time. I don't think people really understand.
New Orleans East.
Wow. You mean that we're going to have a clinic in New Orleans East that's going to serve the public?
An urgent care clinic. That's absolutely right.
An urgent care clinic in New Orleans East. I don't think people are ready for this. And wait, and it's black owned?
Black owned.
Stop the press. I don't think people are ready for any of this. Doc, do we know how to act?
No.
No. Look, we are in the good life. We have a black medical clinic in New Orleans East that's going to serve the public. Tell me, today we're talking about flu shots and different things like that. So we wanted them here, number one, because they're opening, and number two, because they're offering something that's so vital to the community. Go ahead, Doc.
The question I want clarification. This is a very needed facility because can you tell people what an urgent care is and why it'll keep you out of the ER at 3 o'clock?
So
right,
historically in the New Orleans East community, we had an urgent care that was in the same location as where the new hospital is, the new New Orleans East Hospital is. And when the hospital opened, that urgent care, which did provide some convenient after-hours care to the population, closed down. So the ER did become quite overrun in the East. So our hope with Bossy Medical is to take some of the pressure off of the ER and kind of sway some of those patients to an option that's not only quicker, but you receive the same quality of health care as you would in the ER.
So, Doc, do me a favor. Explain the difference between an emergency and an urgency.
That is a very good question.
Dr. Tolliver, please explain.
So an emergency, believe it or not, only about 3 to 5% of cases that come through an emergency room are true emergencies. The other 95% are what we would consider urgencies, the coughs, the runny nose.
Because you will be triaged.
Exactly. And the problem is such a lapse in healthcare for so many individuals. They don't have access to it, or primary care physicians, that they use the ER as a primary source of healthcare. So that 95% includes a lot of primary care visits and non-emergencies. Mm-hmm. Emergencies including gunshot wounds, heart attacks, strokes. Those are true emergencies.
Right.
The things we wake up in the morning.
Stop. Pass go.
Exactly.
Right, keep going.
The things we wake up in the morning with, you get out of bed, you stub your toe, and you can't walk for the rest of the day. That's not an emergency.
Right.
You have a tickle in the back of your throat and you want to, quote, knock it out. That's not an emergency. Those things we can handle in the urgent care at Bossy Medical.
Do you do kids? Because how many times we're in residency, working the pediatric emergency room, I'm bringing my baby in because my baby needs a shot. Well, what kind of shot? Are they sick? Well, no, it's 2 o'clock in the morning, man. Well, look, I ain't had nothing to do. I figured I'd come over here.
Or, we're at Joe Brown Park, and, one of the kids sprains their ankles or they twist something and they need, medical care.
We absolutely will see kids 6 months and above, less than 6 months. would be better handled either by their primary care physician, their pediatrician, or pediatric specialized ER. But we will see children 6 months and above for those very things, yes.
So this is Bossy Medical Solutions, and where exactly are you located?
We are located at 8070 Crowder Boulevard in the east, right at the corner, the intersection of Crowder Boulevard and Haynes Boulevard. It's a very well-known area, and everybody asks, is that right next to the Smoothie King? It absolutely is.
Oh, that's perfect. So we'll get a smoothie and get, do our little health options as well.
Exactly.
So Nathaniel, can you just give us a little background information as to why you felt it was so important to bring Bossy Medical Solutions to the New Orleans East?
Well, the first thing was I grew up in New Orleans East. I grew up less than a mile away from where the clinic is. So I knew I'm very intimate with that community. I've seen a lot of struggles in that community, and I'm very in tune with the people that are looking for in that community. So having a business that I was able to start and bring in some great people with, and that gives back to the community where I'm from, that's given me so much, is very important to me. So having it right there, right down the street from St. Maria Goretti, where I went to church at, it's like it's all
Did you
great.
play for Goretti Park?
No, I actually played for Joe Brown.
Oh, all right.
So
My son plays for Harrell, so we got issues.
Oh, okay.
in that vein, I have a very important and serious question. So, can you explain to us why Notre Dame is going to beat the brakes off of Georgia Tech this weekend?
Because they didn't get their flu shot. They didn't get their flu shot from Bossy Medical Solutions, so that's what happened.
Those that don't know, he did play at Georgia Tech. I played at Notre Dame, and we are going to win this weekend.
Oh, goodness.
But Thaddeus Young went to Georgia Tech too, so it's 2 against 1 over here.
So that means we'll beat both of y'all.
Well, whatever. We got 2 against 1 in the studio today. Georgia Tech, we got you beat. So, Doc Griggs, can you explain to us the importance of the flu shot? Flu season is upon us. It's on the radio. It's on TV. It's everywhere. Why is the flu shot so important, and why is it so important to go to Bossy Medical Solutions to make sure that you stay healthy?
So, Dr. Tolliver, if you could help me, anytime I have an opportunity, you have an opportunity to have more than one doc in the room. It's a great thing, especially when you're on one side and the other. He still sees patients. He's on the clinical side. I'm on the ground. Y'all see me everywhere. It's called a paradox. That was good, wasn't it?
Right.
Yeah, I'm getting better now.
In his mind.
No, from my perspective, from the community's perspective, and last year there's always a phobia about the flu shot. Every time I take the flu shot, I get sick. I took especially last year, it was called a trivalent. Usually they put 3 different dead strains of the flu in the shot, and it elicits an immune response. So the next time the flu comes around the corner, it's seen it before, it can jump on top of it, and you're well. Well, sometimes we miss. And last year, not only did they didn't really miss, it was an H3N2. No, the viruses, they mutated, and we're constantly under attack. So they gave people the flu shot, thinking that they were covered, and the virus flipped to change. You know how maybe I'm just country.
You mean how people do in relationships?
No, back in high school, junior high school,
I'm just saying.
2 dudes were getting ready to fight, and then a dude would go way outside, change clothes, and come back in. Next thing you know, the DJ booth is flipped over the whole night. That's basically what happens with these flu. The flu will keep going outside, changing clothes, putting on a hood, trying to sneak in. And that's what happened last year in spite of the flu shots. So this year, from what I've read, it's a nationwide. They're going to put 4 different types in it, and it's still not a guarantee.
It's not. It is, and just to echo what you said, mutation is the key there. These are very smart viruses. They're not just.
They went to Notre Dame.
Exactly.
Oh,
they're not. They're not static, and the vaccinations that we give cover only 4, and there are literally hundreds out there. So we're doing the best that we can. The vaccine is based on what was the prevalent strain the year before.
And it comes out of the animal world.
It comes out of the animal world, yes. So we do our best to try and cover what we anticipate will be that dominant strain. But, again, we may be wrong. So
I have to take a picture of that face that she
No.
just made.
Okay, he said it came out of the animal, and I'm like.
So what happens is it's called husbandry. The people that work with the animals that we use for produce and that we eat, since they work so closely with the animals, typically when you do clinical trials, they do studies in animals first. Why? Because what happens in mammals happens in mammals. These different viruses, like when they had the bird flu, you know where that came from?
A bird?
You went to Notre Dame.
No.
Yeah.
No, I didn't.
The swine flu, it came from pigs. Well, what happens is the husbandry, the people that work with these and help to grow them and prepare them for the viruses will mutate, and sometimes they'll mutate because they work so closely together that they'll come into, they'll convert over to humans, and that's what happens every year. So what they do is they watch what's happening in the animal world, and that's how they start picking out what strains.
Well, I guess we do eat animals, so getting it from animals. I mean, you eat chicken,
you
don't
ain't making
you?
that face now. Okay.
Fish, whatever else.
Green water. Oh.
It's mint water. See, I'm getting my wellness. I listen to what they tell me at Bossy Medical Solutions, and I keep my wellness thing going. So y'all can play around. Y'all can get sick if you want to, but I'm going to be at Bossy Medical Solutions with my mind right.
I never told you, it's Notre Dame green, right?
Anyway. So I'm going to pull Daryl into this conversation because I know you handle, you're the business director there. So what kind of pulled you into this direction?
The vision, more so than anything, it was an opportunity to give back to the community. Anyone that's ever saw Katrina has a feeling, a soft heart for New Orleans. So, it was a thing, an opportunity for me to get involved and do something for the community and help back give. And I believe in, the vision. So. And
we need services in New Orleans East so bad. We don't know what to do with ourselves. So we really want to thank you, gentlemen, for coming together and really, taking the steps to move this forward. Because a venture like this, it's not an easy venture. No. Right, Nathaniel?
No.
I'm sure he's shaking his head like, oh, I know.
No. It takes a lot of hard work, passion, dedication, but this has definitely been a labor of love. And I definitely love everything about this business. I love the people that we have working with us. So it's just been a great, great experience. And I can't wait for the community to come in and see what we've done with the clinic and get a feel for what we're doing and have that different type of care that we're offering at our clinic. So it's a beautiful clinic. It's laid out nice. We have nice colors. We have nice mats, nice seats.
Don't tell them. They got to come see on
Monday.
Yeah,
they got a television in the waiting room.
He said that like that was just something that they had never seen before.
Doc, we just posting up. We going to watch TV.
Doc, I really want people to come in. Can you explain the importance? It is flu season. Eileen, I'm glad you brought this up now. Flu season has started. It actually started about a month ago when people started to get sick. The weird bugs and colds changing the season. Explain 2 questions. Why should I get a flu shot if I've never had one before? Now, you realize, though, I'll tell you what happens. The moment these people come get the flu shot, if they get the flu, they're going to blame you because they blame me.
No, it's still going to be your fault.
Yeah, that's all my fault. Yeah. Everybody hates a winner. No.
I'm going to Bossy Medical Solutions, and I'm going to be straight. But on Crowder. I don't know about y'all, but I'm going to be straight.
Good.
Explain to people that you're not getting the immune response. The reason you feel a little bit sick after you get the flu shot is, and it's not that you're giving you the flu.
So to answer your first question, why did we need a flu shot? Well, I lump sum everyone. I lump sum people who needs a flu shot. I say everyone. There are healthy people who can get away with it. But there are certain populations who absolutely do need flu shots, and that pretty much includes everyone with chronic diseases, and I mean any kind of immunodeficiency, including cancer, HIV. Even other chronic illnesses like asthma. Asthma patients absolutely need a flu shot.
Even more importantly, because they're susceptible to so many things,
absolutely. Right? Our older population. The official age, I think, is over the age of 65, but, I'd even argue, 50 to 55, you're over those ages and you've got any kind of chronic illnesses, which a lot of people in New Orleans do,
that's
then you need a flu shot.
I'm just playing.
And so you're right, Doc, when people do get a flu shot, one of the main complaints is, I got sick after I got the flu shot. Well, sometimes what happens is there's what's called an immune reconstitution. Your body actually reacts to the vaccine that you just received. It's not that you got what you have to understand is that you just received a dead version of the flu. The flu is not active, but it is a dead version of the flu, and you're going to have an immune response to that injection. And that's why people feel bad. It's not that you have the flu. It's just that you feel really bad because of getting that injection.
It's the equivalent of getting slapped upside the head unexpectedly. All of a sudden, pop, then all of a sudden you're ready. Hold on, who slapped me? Wait, was it? I mean, that's exactly what happens. Your body's like, whoa,
Can we try
wait.
it out on you real quick?
We're going to try it out this weekend when Notre Dame smacks down Georgia Tech. I'm going to tell you that much.
Here we go
Oh,
again.
no.
The good news
We're
about
gonna go watch this. We're gonna go watch this football game in the lobby at Bossy Medical Solutions on Crowder, and we're gonna watch him get smashed.
Y'all going to be in the right place because y'all going to be sick when we beat y'all.
That's a good one. That's a good one. I have to give that to you. That was a good one.
We got high five.
Why are you dapping him up?
It was a good one. It was a good one. It was a good one.
Bossy is the place to be.
It was a good one.
I mean, the good news about what we just talked about is that that reaction is not very common. You hear it, but you hear it from those who've experienced it. And I can promise you that there are a lot more people who don't experience that side effect than those who do.
The difference between catching the actual flu, I tell people, in a cold or in a response, the flu literally feels like a bear jumped on you. You're feeling fine, then all of a sudden, whew, you're down. That's flu. Anything else is just uncivilized.
I have Reverend H who is giving us a call in regarding the flu shot. So he has a question for us. Reverend H, welcome to The Good Life with Eileen. We are here on Wellness Wednesday with Bossy Medical Solutions.
Yes, with Medical Solution. Thank you, Miss Irene, and your guest. I think that's Dr. Greg, eh?
Yes.
Yes.
How you doing?
Listen, my question is that my doctor, in other words, he used to carry the flu shots, my primary physician, but he stopped carrying them, he said, because he had to order so many of them. And a lot of times the people wouldn't get them. Now, he has enough patients, but a lot of patients were afraid of them. So he sent me to a drugstore to get them. So when I go to the drugstore, the pharmacist and another lady, they're fussing and arguing. Should I give him 3/4, or should I give him a half, or should I give him a full? So I think somewhere.
I thought you was ordering gas. There's no reason
to talk about this. I mean, because these pharmacists, they don't know, in other words, what to give you, and they're asking me.
Dr. Talvin, what you hear?
What did the doctor give you the last time? In other words, I didn't never ask him. In other words, did he give me a quarter, or a 1/5, or a half, or 3/4?
Well, Reverend H, I'm going to let them answer your question, so just hold tight with us. But you know what? At Bossy Medical Solutions, they always give you the right thing. So, Dr. Talver, let us know, what do y'all offer there?
At Bossy Medical, we offer the standard flu shot, which has been recommended by the CDC. So I'm going to be honest with you, sir. I'm not exactly sure what the pharmacy is asking you when they say, do you want a half or a fifth of? I'm assuming they're asking you if you want a half of a dose, which is improper. I could not imagine what they're asking you, but I can give you some good advice. Come see us at Bossy Medical. We'll make sure you get the right thing.
Absolutely, and you will be open on this Monday, correct? September the 21st.
Absolutely. This Monday, September the 21st.
They are open Monday through Thursday, 12 noon to 10 p.m. Did y'all hear that? 12 noon to 10 p.m. They offer urgent care, primary care, telemedicine, school, and job physicals and vaccinations. So they offer everything to you. So make sure you visit them. Crowder Boulevard, Bossy Medical Solutions. Be there, be square, because I'll be there watching Notre Dame get beat in the lobby.
No, she already sick. Yeah, she gonna be their first patient.
I drink my water. I'm on point.
You drink mint water. It smells good.
Thank you so much. This is Wellness Wednesday on The Good Life. We will be right back.
Got it frazzled.
I know. I'm going to get my flu shot, though. Believe that.
Are you looking for a better way to get fit? Bored with the same old routines? Looking for results or a way to instill discipline in the kids? Tiger Rock Martial Arts is the answer with Taekwondo, kickboxing, and self-defense classes. Tiger Rock diversifies your training in ways that allows individuals of all ages and fitness levels to feel like a champion. Join Tiger Rock today. TigerRockNola.com or 504-455-9694. That's 504-455-9694 with a 3-class starter pack starting for only $38, which includes your training uniform. Learn, grow, and succeed with Tiger Rock's 3 convenient locations: Old Metairie, West Bank, and Clearview. There's no better time to start gaining strength, skills, and protection for life than now. 504-455-9694. 504-455-9694. See you on the mat.
Vivid Image Consulting, certified wardrobe consultants, is an image management and style branding company providing customized professional services to corporations and individuals. Home of My Private Stylist and Men of Style, now offering J. Hilburn custom shirts. They help organizations gain a business edge over their competition, and they can assist you in elevating your unique look and style. They can help you refine and enhance your personal and professional brand. Contact your style concierge at vividimageconsulting.com. vividimageconsulting.com.
Hello? I need help. My hair is a mess and my man texts me telling me to be ready for 8. He has a surprise. What am I going to do? My stylist takes forever.
I got you. Call Ringlet Salon. I just left there.
Where?
Ringlet Salon. They took me within minutes and had me in and out in no time. Very professional, and I scheduled online at ringlets.com.
For real?
Girl, for real.
Does Ringlet Salon hook up your roof?
Looks like I got a perm, and you know I'm anti-chemicals. Ringlet Salon has my hair soft and bouncy. I'm getting the Brazilian Blowout Express next week. It eliminates frizz for 6 weeks.
6 weeks? Okay, I'm all about Ringlet Salon. Where are they located?
Ringlets has 2 locations, one at 4712 Paris Avenue and one in the Hilton Hotel on the river. That location validates parking for 4 hours and is open on Sunday.
Perfect for a working woman like me. That's all I needed to know. I'm going to be fresh for my man.
You will if you schedule your appointment at ringlets.com. That's RINGLETTS.com.
Bye. Go and make my appointment with Ringlet Salon now.
Are you tired of that squeaking door, those uneven steps, or that room you want painted? Have you been looking for that trustworthy contractor that is licensed and insured that can handle all of your residential construction needs? Well, look no further. Elite Southern Solutions can handle all your residential needs. There is no job too big or too small that Elite Southern Solutions can't complete to perfection. Call them at 504-756-7933. That's 504-756-7933. To add value to your home, to update your bathroom, add that much-needed storage, or finally remodel your kitchen. Elite Southern Solutions will take care of that water leak repair, those boards that need to be replaced after termite season. Call a contractor you can trust to get the job done right the first time. And that's Elite Southern Solutions. They are fully licensed and insured and will give you peace of mind. Call them today at 504-756-7933. That's 504-756-7933. That's Elite Southern Solutions, getting the job done right the first time. L&R Security provides the good life. They make their mark in the security arena by providing excellent security services for more than 35 years and are licensed in more than 13 states. L&R Security's team comes with a wealth of experience from the military, law enforcement, and law enforcement training. Their personnel is comprised of more than 200 employees trained in video monitoring, special event services, convention services, armed and unarmed security guards, ticket takers, executive security, personal bodyguards, hall monitors, and critical infrastructure personnel that are TSA trained. L&R Security services are provided on a 24-hour basis and have expanded to the newest technology, including video monitoring. Find them on the web at www.lrsecurity.com or call them today at 504-943-3191. Again, that number is 504-943-3191. Live the good life with L&R Security today.
WBOK 1230 AM, the People's Station.
Welcome to the good life. Welcome to the good life.
The wait is over.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, and welcome back to The Good Life with me, Eileen. We are here on Wellness Wednesday. I have the whole crew here. We were just talking to Bossy Medical Solutions. And I know, Doc Griggs, you wanted to follow up the comment about flu shots real quick.
Yeah, I wanted to comment. First of all, I just got a text that made me nauseous. Man, it's good. This dude just sent me
This is wellness. We're not trying to be
nauseous.
nauseous.
Just made me nauseous. He sent me sometime about Go Blue, Go Michigan, and Lee talking about SEC.
That's right.
Boy, you lucky you know karate or kung fu jitsu, whatever that is, you know. Now, I want to talk about the flu shots. I want you to understand there is a standard, just like Dr. Tolliver said, there is a standard dose of flu shot. There's no half, there's no quarter, there's no three-quarter. If someone tells you that, ask to speak, be professional, be respectful, and ask for to deal with someone else. There's a standard flu shot that's given. It's a one dose. It might have 3 or 4 different viruses in it, but that's not really your concern. Your concern is taking the standard dose and getting the protection. Anything else is not necessarily the most healthy.
It is not the most healthy. So we know where to go get the correct flu shots, and that is at Bossy Medical Solutions. It is on Crowder Boulevard, right by the Smoothie King, and it opens Monday, September 21st.
Yes.
They're open from Monday through Thursday, 12 noon to 10 p.m. They offer, and Saturday, 10 to 4 p.m. They offer urgent care, primary care, telemedicine. They do school and job physicals and vaccinations, y'all. They do it all. So make sure you go support them because they support us out there in the East, and we really needed a clinic for forever.
And the distinction between the reason I ask about the distinction between emergency care and urgent care is if the easiest way to think about it, if it is something that you think is about to kill you right now, that is an emergency. Well, if you break your leg, that you need to get that taken care of right now. If you have a heart attack, you need to have that taken care of right now. If you have a cold, don't bother them people. don't bother the emergency room people. They're working hard dealing with emergency. You can go to an urgent care if it's in the middle of the night. It's really bothering you. You can go to your primary care if it can wait till the next day. Wait till the next day. But if not, if you need to go to an urgent care, if it's urgent, then go to an urgent care. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm. It does.
Yeah.
And we need you to realize. Yeah. We need you to open your mind and to realize things. So we have Bobby Clark Alexander on the line from the ATL, My Life Coach, and we share the good life with you. Good morning, Bobby. How are you?
Good morning, guys. I came in on a really good conversation. You know, those flu shots.
I know.
Yeah, Notre Dame beating Georgia Tech.
Oh, gosh.
Everything Atlanta, we beat them down. Yeah,
Notre
love it. That's awesome.
I need him to have some self-realization this morning to get his mind off of that Notre Dame.
I really do, Eileen. Again, you have brought us into a very timely and wonderful flow.
Because the funny thing is, self-realization is defined as the freedom from external coercion, which I have this morning because Doc Griggs is not coercing me, including cultural expectations, political and economic freedom, and the freedom from worldly attachments and desires. Do y'all hear that? The freedom from worldly attachments and desires, and that's really so important. So, Bobby, that's why I really wanted you kind of touch on this topic. I'm really going to hurt him. Can y'all even hear what I'm saying? Because he's lost his mind this morning.
Yes, Dr. Greg,
he's lost it.
We need you to behave right now. We want to share.
Wait, look. Sometimes you don't realize you're actually drowning when you're trying to be everyone else's anchor. Go ahead, Bobby.
I'm sorry, I missed it.
Exactly.
Okay, listen, we've been talking for weeks and weeks and weeks about, truths and dealing with external versus internal. And the internal is where your true happiness is. And I've mentioned several times I had been seeing this trend begin to happen, and I didn't know what type of legs it was going to take, but I've monitored it. People started coming to me in every way, shape, or form saying they wanted their happy back. So I was thinking, okay, all of a sudden, what happened and why are they, trying to find me? And so what I did was I paid attention to the connections. People asking, how can I get my happy back? And happy has everything to deal with your innate truth, your intuitions, the things that are inside of you. And so you set it up so well. I've been doing a lot of research, looking and finding. I've been coaching and counseling people, but it's like when people are pulling on you, you have to continue to research and find out, things that are going to help propel people and get their woes answered. So in my research, I found this article in one of the old magazines by Martha Beck, and she was saying that we have been taught to use the wrong kind of virtue. And we expect and we get the wrong reward that we're expecting. For instance, she says that most people have been taught that the trait is synonymous of what you're saying. The social rules, how our family did things, how our peer groups, achieved, the social classes, political manners, and all of that. And she said, and we deeply override our innate inclinations. Right. And so in that, Eileen, she said we end up stunned when we get this path of compliance that leads us into catastrophe.
Yes.
You know, it's like a malfunction. Okay, I did everything right, but you did everything right according to external forces.
Could I get an amen?
Things outside.
Amen?
Yes, Eileen, you set us up with that. You went right in where I wanted to start. And you did the expectations of external things. And she said, you have to get to your real truth. She said, you know, it was the things that people do to try and get to their peace. She said, it will make Jesus want to drink gin straight out of the cat dish.
Oh, my gosh.
And I'm thinking, yes, oh, my God.
He done went from water to wine to gin.
With misfortune, with misfortunes, the cancer, the divorce, the bankruptcy, you know, all of that. We spend kicking the doctor like Doc Griggs just read us and told us, you know, if you don't have a real life-threatening right now emergency, don't bother these people. Well, actually, that's the truth. And that's the reality we need to deal with.
Absolutely.
You know, Bobby, that extends outside of the emergency room. Does everyone have that one friend that calls and they just have the drama? As soon as you say hello, you don't even get a chance, and it's just blah, 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 and you were having a peaceful evening, but and then at the end of the conversation, oh, I feel so much better now, thank you, and they hang up, and you're like, man, you done stressed me out.
Right.
Exactly.
Right.
It's called dumping. It's called dumping.
Absolutely.
That's what they did.
You know, and it's also having that self-realization of checking your ego and checking yourself, and like, where is this coming from? If it's not coming from a place of love, then don't do it. If it's coming from a place of hate and, you know, disgust or anger or any of that, slow your roll. Don't act. Take a moment, breathe, but realize why you're doing what you're doing. And if it's not about love, compassion, understanding or whatever, then, you know, take a minute. You need to realize and have that moment of self-realization that you are being controlled by an outside force and you need to get your mind right.
And speaking of being controlled by outside forces, this is what Martha Beck said, and I love this part. She said she had to come to her real truth. She had to decide that was she going to continue to live her life by external forces, or was she going to allow the innate truth that's inside of her? And she said, so when she decided to do it, she said, several times I've broken the rules of my culture to follow my sense of truth, ended my marriage, left my church, chosen to be vocal in my dissent. She said, each time I lost relationships, money, experienced social shame, even suffered threats to my life. And she said, I won't lie, it hurt.
Yeah.
But yet, she said, paradoxically, she said, what happened is when she stood and began to walk in her truth through all the pain and the shame of it, she said, her real happy started bubbling up, coming through, and she found a peace in the midst of what literally looked like a living hell.
Yep. And it's funny. I have this quote, and it says, your vibes convey much more than what your words convey. Sometimes we don't even realize it. And speaking of realization, but your vibes and how you feel convey so much more. So think about how you're feeling. If you're not feeling good, but you're putting on that mask every day and you're acting like you're okay, are you really okay? You might need to have a moment of self-realization, like something's not working. I am, I am living by a set of someone else's rules, and maybe I need to do something that makes me happy.
That's excellent. That's excellent. I mean, you're hitting it continually. Apparently, somebody.
I'm on it, Bobby. I'm on it.
But you continually hitting it this morning in your thoughts here with realization. People are saying they're okay, and you can look at them and know that they're not okay.
Right.
No, you're not okay.
But
and it's okay to say that you're not okay.
The self-realization that you mentioned dumping. There comes a moment where you realize that you're the one that's being dumped on.
Yep.
And that's when things change. You're like, you know what? I'm not answering. Put do not answer when they call.
And it's okay.
Being dumped on. You get used to being dumped on by everyone, and so to the point that you start thinking it's your job, right, Bobby?
And that is my job, Doc.
Your job. It's not my job.
I mean you.
They pay me. And when I'm literally learning it, but it's an environment set for it. But you know what I have to do in turn, Doc? I have to pay somebody else and go dump on them.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so I'm constantly getting training, but I have to get a higher level and measure of training those who have surpassed where I am. And in the next 45 days, Eileen, I would have gone through 10 cities dealing with truth in dumping. Okay?
Wow.
And so now people are coming into a realization because of the signs of the time. And, you know, and I did start my doctoral program. So, you know, now, you know, at the end of this, I will have a doctorate in education, but only because we have to find a way to actually deal with realities. Believe it or not, the program premise and is really based on actualities, realizations. We have found in our education system in this nation, we are now running behind other countries, especially in the STEM areas, you know, the science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, and dealing with our humanities. You know, we're too far to the left on so many things. So now they're training those of us who have the capacity to teach others how to do it in a more real reality versus, you know, virtual and theories. You know, we have to be able to put it into truth, into realness. You know, and Xavier's got an awesome program. They started their EDD. This is the first semester here. See, all the cutting-edge universities, they're picking this up. They're like, we're in a crisis.
Self-realization is key.
Change.
Right. So if someone wanted to follow you and, you know, get a little self-realization as well, how could they do that?
They can do that at B. Clark Alexander on Twitter, or they can find me on Facebook, Bobby Clark Alexander. And also, you know, I'm on several other social media sites. But this is the thing. When you're ready to deal with your truth, you will always find a true mechanism where you can actually deal with your reality. Your actions and how you're dealing with people and yourself is going to be dictated by who you go to. And, Doc, that's why they're coming to you.
Absolutely.
Because you have this true component, and they want to hear truth.
And you will hear it right here on The Good Life on Wellness Wednesday. Every day. It's just a different aspect of it. So make sure you stay tuned. We will be right back because we are also going to do some self-realization regarding protein. Are you getting too much? What happens if you get too much? I don't know. We're going to find out right when we get back with Bashan Jordan of Tiger Rock and Doc Griggs. We'll be right back. This is Eileen.
The Crescent City chapter of the Lynx Incorporated invites you to join in a special tribute to celebrate the Champions for Change. Saturday, September 19th at the Hyatt Regency, 601 Loyola Avenue, featuring a fashionable journey to the Emerald City. Tickets are $75 with sponsorship levels starting at $1,500. This year's honorees include Carol F. Bebel, Dr. Calvin Mackey, Monique Harden, Curtis Pierre, Casa Samba Man, and Dr. Corey Hebert. It's the 2015 Champions for Change Luncheon presented by the Crescent City chapter of the Lynx Incorporated. Saturday, September 19th at the Hyatt Regency, 601 Loyola Avenue. Doors open at 11 a.m. with a silent auction at 10 a.m. Join us as we honor the 2015 Champions for Change with the Crescent City chapter of the Lynx Incorporated. Linked in friendship, connected in service. For more information or to purchase tickets, visit www.eventbrite.com and search Champions for Change Luncheon.
Are you looking for a better way to get fit? Bored with the same old routines? Looking for results or a way to instill discipline in the kids? Tiger Rock Martial Arts is the answer with Taekwondo, kickboxing, and self-defense classes. Tiger Rock diversifies your training in ways that allows individuals of all ages and fitness levels to feel like a champion. Join Tiger Rock today. TigerRockNola.com or 504-455-9694. That's 504-455-9694 with a 3-class starter pack starting for only $38, which includes your training uniform. Learn, grow, and succeed with Tiger Rock's 3 convenient locations: Old Metairie, West Bank, and Clearview. There's no better time to start gaining strength, skills, and protection for life than now. 504-455-9694. 504-455-9694. See you on the mat.
Hello? I need help. My hair is a mess and my man texts me telling me to be ready for 8. He has a surprise. What am I going to do? My stylist takes forever.
I got you. Call Ringlet Salon. I just left there.
Where?
Ringlet Salon. They took me within minutes and had me in and out in no time. Very professional, and I scheduled online at ringlets.com.
For real?
Girl, for real.
Does Ringlet Salon hook up your roots?
Looks like I got a perm, and you know I'm anti-chemicals. Ringlet Salon has my hair soft and bouncy. I'm getting the Brazilian Blowout Express next week. It eliminates frizz for 6 weeks.
6 weeks? Okay, I'm all about Ringlet Salon. Where are they located?
Ringlets has 2 locations, one at 4712 Paris Avenue and one in the Hilton Hotel on the river. That location validates parking for 4 hours and is open on Sunday.
Perfect for a working woman like me. That's all I needed to know. I'm going to be fresh from my man.
You will if you schedule your appointment at ringlets.com. That's RINGLETTS.com.
Bye. Go and make my appointment with Ringlet Salon now.
WBOK 1230 AM presents the NOLA Jam Session. This new monthly event will highlight one of New Orleans' prized possessions, local music. Music has always been a vehicle for communication between people, religion, and race. It's the universal language. Join us for the inaugural NOLA Jam Session, September 22nd at the world's famous Cafe Istanbul, 2372 St. Claude Avenue. We'll be featuring the sounds of Philip Manuel, Troy Sawyer and the Elements, and James 12 Andrews and the Crescent City All-Stars. Show starts at 8 p.m., $10 at the door. It's the NOLA Jam Session, hosted by me, Graylin Banks. Come out and enjoy live music, dancing, and drinks at Cafe Istanbul, Tuesday, September 22nd at 8 p.m., featuring Philip Manuel, Troy Sawyer and the Elements, and James 12 Andrews and the Crescent City All-Stars. Help support your station and our beloved musicians. For pre-sale tickets or more information, call 504-942-0106. We know you want to jam. We'll see you there.
Are you tired of that squeaking door, those uneven steps, or that room you want painted? Have you been looking for that trustworthy contractor that is licensed and insured that can handle all of your residential construction needs? Well, look no further. Elite Southern Solutions can handle all your residential needs. There is no job too big or too small that Elite Southern Solutions can't complete to perfection. Call them at 504-756-7933. That's 504-756-7933. To add value to your home, to update your bathroom, add that much-needed storage, or finally remodel your kitchen. Elite Southern Solutions will take care of that water leak repair, those boards that need to be replaced after termite season. Call a contractor you can trust to get the job done right the first time. And that's Elite Southern Solutions. They are fully licensed and insured and will give you peace of mind. Call them today at 504-756-7933. That's 504-756-7933. That's Elite Southern Solutions, getting the job done right the first time.
You're tuned into the voice of the people, WBOK 1230 AM, where it's real talk for real times.
Welcome to the good life. Welcome to the good life.
The wait is over. Good morning, good morning, good morning, and welcome back to The Good Life with me, Eileen. We are in the studio with my partners in health, and I don't want to say pain because then that's when he tries to really put it on me. We are here with Doc Griggs and Bashan Jordan of Tiger Rock NOLA, and if y'all didn't hear the new commercial, you know what? That's where you can be a champion.
A taekwondo. Tiger Rock.
So, Bashan, if they wanted to get into Tiger Rock, how can they get in touch with you?
You can call me at 504-831-1110. Also, don't forget to follow our Facebook page. It's Tiger Rock Martial Arts of Old Metairie or Tiger Rock Martial Arts of New Orleans. You can follow us there, and you can find our schedule there online as well.
Ta-da! And you know what we do around this time? He's about to give us our exercise of the week.
So,
and he wouldn't even tell me what it was, y'all.
No.
So I'm really sitting here like, I am scared. It's going to be something crazy.
Because I'm going to put some people on the spot.
Oh,
you
no.
know,
I don't know if I want to be put on the spot.
You know, we
Make
talked
Doc
about
Riggs
doing...
I'm coloring.
Make him do it.
Throw that thing away. We're talking about doing the 30-day plank challenge. So we're just kind of following up and seeing how everybody's doing with that.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm watching.
Eileen?
I'm watching you.
Where you at with that?
I'm watching you do it.
What day are we on?
Today's Wednesday. Today's Wednesday.
Day 16, right?
How long can you hold a plank for?
A minute.
I can hold a pen for about 20 minutes.
Well, I'm not going to do it on the air.
A plank. All right. So to
60 seconds. Maybe 61 if I try really
keep
hard.
up with the thing with planks.
Could be 61 seconds.
We're going to do what's called a plank up.
Plank up?
Plank up.
See, he always wants to add something.
Plank up.
He always wants
It makes
to
it sound
add
too
something.
simple. That's a setup.
It is simple.
You know what that is? A setup.
It is.
That's a
simple.
setup. That's what it is.
Plank up. You're just getting up,
It's a
right?
set up, not a plank up.
You're getting up out of the plank, okay?
You got, wait, what? Oh, Lord.
All right,
Please
you ready?
help me.
Hold on, wait.
What had happened was...
Doc Grizz is going to record it for you guys.
Yes,
so
I
we're
am.
going to post it later.
Okay,
right?
so let's see. I will
What we're
give
going to
you
do is we're going to start
Here go the setup, y'all.
in our push-up position, our arms straight.
Everything up. Set up, push up, plank up.
And then we're going to drop down to our forearms, one arm at a time. And then we're going to come back up to our hands, and then go back down, and back up, and back down.
Wait, what? Okay, so
I told
I am
you,
watching
I
him
told
do
you,
this.
I told you.
He is now on the ground. He is in a push-up position.
Yep, arm straight.
Arm straight. And now he is going down to his forearms. And then you have to go back up to a plank position. Y'all, this is one of those things homie ain't got time for. But no, I'm just joking. But we're going to. So how many times do you do this? So you look like you're...
Time, 30 seconds.
30 seconds. Up, down, up, down, up, down. So it's one arm at a time and it's not jumping.
One arm at
They
a
are
time.
still discussing this Notre Dame thing.
Go blue.
It's it's one arm at a time. And we do it for 30 seconds. And so should we build up to doing this for a longer amount of time, or is this just a 30-second activity?
No. Actually, what I would do, I would go with a count. I would say, let's say I'm going to do 5 sets, up and down 5 times, or I'll do it 10 times.
That looked like
15.
not fun. But it will be fun when but you know what? It looks really good for the arms, and that's what my new focus is right now.
It's for everything, actually. I mean, yeah, you can work your arms out. Big thing is the core, of course. So strengthen the core. What does that do? It helps prevent other injuries in your body with your knees, ankles, joints, so forth and so on. So
I hear like the
kind
quarters
of breathing
thing.
kind of hard.
Yeah.
You know why?
You did a little something.
He was yelling out obscenities. He was saying go blue and all that Michigan stuff. It hurt him. But in all seriousness, you were going up. That was one arm at a time. Correct?
One arm.
You're not jumping up and down.
Nope. No. So it's not. So you're not just jumping up from. You go take your time, one arm at a time, up and down, up and down. It's a constant movement. So you're not just sitting there and holding a plank, which is that's challenging in itself, just holding a plank. But
so if you are interested in this exercise, because we give you a challenging one every week, you can follow me on Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter at The Good Life Radio Show or Being Eileen C. The Good Life Radio Show or Being Eileen C. You can also follow Doc Griggs at
Doc Griggs1 or be my friend on Facebook, Doc Griggs.
You still have room to be Facebook friends?
I have a couple.
I busted my limit.
Yes, you did.
That's what happens when you live the good life.
Speaking of which, can we get 19 people, please?
For Spreaker?
Please,
well, I put in for the iHeartRadio, so we are pending. Yeah. So we shall see. Everybody pray on it because you want to listen to us anywhere. Anytime, anywhere, all the time. You can hear us, and not just at 9 a.m. and our rebroadcast at night. You want to hear us all day long because that's the good life. And speaking of the good life, after we work out, I'm learning and I'm on this wellness journey with everybody else. I've always heard that after you work out, the good thing to do is to eat protein. And, I'm reading, so I just kind of need to speak to 2 people who know what they're doing to give me a little of information because it says protein tends to play a starring role at meal times, but it might be better off if we're move it out of the spotlight a little bit because most Americans are getting more than enough protein each day and we may be getting too much because we really get excited, from animal sources, meat, poultry, eggs, because we're also getting it in our vegetables, which I don't think we pay enough attention to. So What's the deal with it? And if we consume too much of it, what happens? And how much am I supposed to have? Doc,
So let
Sean's help.
Really quickly, my little tidbit here. You hit on an excellent point. Protein has gone from being a needed and essential macronutrient to a marketing tool. Mm-hmm. They have Cheerios with protein. They have Lunchables with protein. Everyone thinks, oh, protein. We eat more proteins. This is great. We're going to eat protein. So we tend to overdo it. Men over the age of 20 need an average of 98.9 grams of protein a day. Women over age 20 need only 68. Sometimes we're getting at least 1.5, and some people are even doubling it. The problem with that, it can cause three big things. The first big thing that you're going to notice is you're going to gain weight.
So if I have too much protein, I'm going to gain weight?
Yeah, if you bulk up on protein in your diet without cutting calories in other areas, you're going to gain weight. All the studies, they've been in multiple studies, and they've shown that. The other big thing is that you're going to have problems. You can have problems with your kidneys by eating too much protein.
Uh-oh.
The kidneys filter your blood, and they filter out proteins, waste products made in our bodies. People with diets that are higher in protein tend to have more strain on their kidneys, and it's early stages of kidney disease that they were seeing in the studies. And the big thing that you can notice that you can really start to kind of keep track of is you can find yourself dehydrated. Mm. The byproducts of the breakdown of protein are it's urea and nitrogen. Well, they measure BUN creatinine to test your blood, urea, nitrogen. So what happens is as you eat more protein and it's broken down, your kidneys want to flush it out. Those are quote unquote needed toxins that everyone talks about. Your kidneys flush it out. So as your kidneys flush it out, it takes water with it and you become dehydrated. So that's my story and I'm sticking to it.
So give me the number for how much protein we should be having?
For men over the age of 20, it's 98.9, let's say 99 grams of protein a day, a little less than 100. For women, over the age of 20, it was 68.
60-something.
Yeah, 68.
And just to give you an idea, think about this. A small 3-ounce piece of meat has about 21 grams of protein. 21. So you're saying a woman is like 68. So that's just 3 ounces of meat. Now, y'all know y'all eat more than that because think about this. A typical 8-ounce piece of meat could have over 50 grams of protein. Did you get your mind right?
Yeah.
Let me repeat that one time. A typical 8-ounce piece of meat, and y'all know guys like to be, I want the 10-ounce, I want the 12-ounce, give me the 20-ounce porterhouse. Mm-hmm. Y'all get all excited, but a typical 8-ounce piece of meat could have over 50 grams of protein. Y'all don't need all that protein. It's going to become fat.
2 pieces of meat per day, and you've reached your limit for the day. Anything over that, you could possibly be damaging your kidneys. How will you know? You'll become more thirsty because your body will break down that excess protein, blood, urea, nitrogen, and there you go.
And you're not even adding in the natural protein you get from your vegetables, which is where you really want to get most of your protein from.
Right. We do. I mean, it's okay to eat animal products in moderation. But the other thing is, I'm not even adding in the fact that we want to be, since everyone wants to be more protein conscious, they'll get that bowl of Cheerios with extra protein, 17 grams of protein in that one bowl. Now add that to your 2 pieces of meat, and you're way all over your limit.
Yeah.
And then it's just going to turn to fat, so you're like doing the opposite of what you thought you were doing.
But more important than the fat is you get.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Unless you want to be on dialysis, you're going to damage your kidneys.
Oh wow.
Yeah. I was like one of those guys that was a true believer in eating chicken and meat. I mean, I still do, but what I've substituted now is my vegetables. So I added more vegetables and that's your broccoli, all your greens, your broccoli, your cauliflower,
lentils, chickpeas, quinoa,
all that stuff. That has more protein in it than you from a chicken or a steak or whatever you may call it. So, definitely increase your greens, which is a good healthy choice, which will help with that weight loss or whether you're trying to tone up or get more definition in muscles and things like that. Because but what you want to mainly do, like Dr. Grace stated earlier, is decrease your calorie intake. So if you're eating a lot of protein, but at the same time you eating all this other stuff at the same time too, then you're
going to gain weight.
I mean, you're going to gain weight big time in the wrong way. So if you're eating a protein, but you decrease the calorie intake, then you can start seeing more benefits from it. But at the same time, you got to kind of watch yourself. Some people depending on your size or what you're looking for. You got a lot of guys that are weight lifters and or they exercise a lot. You're going to probably need a little bit more protein intake, but there's a certain amount. Once again, you don't want to overdo it, and you dehydrate, so you want to do what? Drink more water. Got to keep that water in your system going.
And it's funny that you say that, because I was going to bring that up. You talk about really cutting more calories. I find that the easiest way to cut calories is to drink more water, because you're cutting out all of the calories that you drink. And I call those like empty calories, because you're just drinking them anyway.
By drinking more water, you activate the stretch receptors in your stomach to make they send up the signal that you are full. We walk around mostly dehydrated anyway.
Yep. A
lot of times when we're dehydrated, rather than drink water, we'll eat high-calorie, extra salty foods, because water follows salt in the body, and then it shows up everywhere.
And then you just want more water.
Besides, I have a real question, though. I want to clarify something. When you do the more challenging exercises that we post, it's okay if you're not able to do one or two. This one was more advanced. If you're not up to at what point do you need to try something challenging like that? Because I know some folks like me that will try that and be like, I ain't never doing that again. Forget it.
Honestly, you get to a point sometimes where you get, bored, with your workouts, so it's always to give yourself a little challenge, even if you're not bored, kind of see where, this is where I'm at now. This is where I want to go. People that come to me, one of the biggest struggles people have is push-ups.
Really?
They cannot do push-ups. And,
I can now.
See, there you go. But how did you get there, though? You started slow.
One at a time.
Exactly. So you start slow. And one of the things I always start my students with is what's called shoulder taps. Basically, you just hold a plank and you just touching your shoulders. And what it is just basically just strengthening your arm, conditioning your body to hold a position. So, it just starts slow and then gradually progress your way up.
I can hold this sign up long enough. My arms will get strong.
And speaking of starting slow, that's what we're going to do with our Wednesday specials at Neo, so you can make sure you can get it all down, because I will be there eating the mustard greens. I don't know if y'all are going to eat the ribeye steak or the smothered pork chops, but I'll have him in this Notre Dame thing. I'll be eating the mustard greens today. So make sure you meet me at Neo's for their Wednesday specials for lunch. They're at 3340 Bienville Street, 3340 Bienville Street in Mid-City. Wednesday specials, mustard greens, ribeye steak, and smothered pork chops. Eat the good protein. This is Eileen. This is Wellness Wednesday, and I'm out.
I need a paper trail.